Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website just below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the week ahead has in store for you. First of all, you have the Sun card as your key to the week. Remember, your key to the week is what kind of permeates or enhances or, diminishes any of the cards that come up. And when you get the Sun card, it enhances all of your blessings and it diminishes any of your challenges. Now, the beauty of this as well, it's really nice to finally be able to give you some good news. I know you guys have had it tough for a while now, and that is no joke. Now, remember, over the course of the next sort of 16 months now, you're going to have these eclipses bouncing around in your two signs. Your sign and your opposite sign of Sagittarius. So eclipses are resets, right? These are moments of change, and the beauty of this is that they kind of set us on different paths. They complete things in our lives and they welcome new things in. So take it as a good thing overall. It just means that it might be a bit intense over the next 16 months. But here this week, right, bringing it back to the here and now, you've got the Sun card, which is giving you ultimate blessings. It's giving you happiness and joy. Now, when I say blessings and abundance, sometimes it's not that money, piles of money fall from the sky or you meet the love of your life. Sometimes it's just an easy week. And you know what? Being grateful for those small things tends to bring in much bigger and better things to be grateful for in the long run. For your actions and options this week, you have the Seven of Swords. It looks like you are catching somebody in a lie this week. Do you know what I find really intriguing about this whole week? The energy that pervades this whole week so far as I'm reading the cards for this week ahead is that in everybody's life, in one sector or another, there is going to be some grand reveal, right? There's something being revealed to all of us. And as I always say, right, as the saying goes, it's very pithy, but I love it because it's so true. There are three things that cannot long stay hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. You've got one here, you've got the other here. The Seven of Swords is probably, as everyone knows by now, it's my least favorite card because it represents lies, it represents deceit. It's not an easy card, and it just for everything that it stands for is one of the ones that I dislike. However, you've got the Sun card shining on this, which means this week you are going to catch somebody with their hand in the cookie jar. What you do with that is completely up to you. If you're catching somebody in a lie, you can call them out on it, or you can stay silent and just see whether they come clean and tell you. It's completely up to you, but it does look like this week you are finding out something that somebody did not want you to know or didn't figure that you would ever find out. For your communications and conversations, oh shit, okay, so you've got the Ten of Swords. So I did say yeah, it's nice to bring you some good news. Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords, Raph, really? Okay. Your Ten of Swords in your communications and conversations with your Seven of Swords in close proximity. This week, something comes to an end, and it does look like this is a conscious decision on your part. It may be that you're having a tough conversation with somebody. It might be that you're choosing to cut somebody out of your life. Maybe you are being really honest and open about something that no longer works for you, which is actually a good place. It's a good place to be in because you're doing this by conscious thought. It's not something that's happening to you. It's something, and it might be off the back of this. Once you've got that piece of information, you're like, right, you know what? I don't want or need you in my life anymore. Doesn't have to be a person. This could be any other situation as well. It might be work. It might be, it could be anything. It's going to be different for everybody, obviously. It is a general reading. For your money and materials, you've got the Tower card, right? So, I mean, this isn't necessarily all bad. So there are. Let me talk about the challenges first. The Tower card underneath the Seven of Swords, that's you learning something that you didn't know, and it might be something that is possibly painful. And the reason I say that, because it might be that you learn that somebody has either been, maybe a boss has been underpaying you, but consciously doing that. Maybe you know, an employer hasn't paid you, and you know, doesn't have any intention of paying you, and you kind of say to them, look, you know what, you haven't paid me in A, B and C time. Maybe, just maybe, somebody that is close to you has been actively taking money out of your pocket. You know, this could be literally in one respect, but in you know, it could also be in a roundabout way as well. Yeah, I gotta be honest, it's a challenging week, but remember, you've got the Sun card here, and remember, Mercury is going retrograde this week. Now, what you also need to know is Venus is going direct on the 25th of this month, right? So she's going to finally start bringing her blessings back to you and stop wreaking havoc on you. But it does look like there's one final blowout to come. Now, for your materials, when it comes to your home, something's going on there. All right, and you've got the Ten of Swords next to the Tower card as well. This really does suggest to me, I don't know why, but I feel like this is to do with your partnership. So it's just something that you need to look at. For your love and relations, you have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, finally some relief and some reprieve. Finances will definitely improve for you, but you are having to set some sort of a record straight. Maybe you are having to have a conversation with your partner. If you are the sole breadwinner, you're gonna, maybe you're saying to your partner, look, I need your support, you're gonna have to go back to work. This is just something that really does need to be looked at. For those of you that are single, it looks like you are, I mean, especially if you've been seeing somebody, it looks like you're about to discover who that person truly is, or whether they've got somebody else waiting in the wings, or somebody that they had split up with, you know, or we're on a break, all that sort of stuff. That could be coming through this week. For those of you that are partnered, yeah, it just looks like you and your partner are going to have a real heart-to-heart this week, and it looks like it's very likely to be about money. That seems to be the thing that is coming through here. This is not, it's an easier week because the Sun card, remember, it diminishes all of these challenges and it enhances your blessings, right? So it basically says this week, if you show up, I mean, even with these cards, the Sun card basically says it's not going to be as bad as it could have been. All right, so imagine you had these cards and then you had like a really heavy card there for the key to the week. Then I would be really worried for you. I think this week you're just going to have to really bite your tongue and be present and let it all unfold the way that it's all going to unfold. I wish I could give you better news than that, but that's what I've got for you. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have an honest and a conscious week. All right, be honest with yourself, be honest with others. Talk about where you're at, be honest and open with your feelings. You know, Venus is going to let you do that once she goes direct on the 25th, and I think after that things will definitely improve. All right, take care, and I'll see you soon.